This excursion was 10 tenths with the most beautiful stops and sightings. We were lucky and swam right next to sea turtles at Tintamarre Island. Another beautiful beach had lots of iguanas and little shops. We had lunch at Lolo's area and cleaned up our plates, ribs and chicken. It was neat watching everyone barbecue and prepare meals. Bring something to drink with lunch or buy a drink there as it is not included with your lunch. Tip them too, they work hard. We saw children in school with their teacher who was giving swim lessons in the sea. How awesome. The amount of people in the boat was perfect, 3 of us and a family of 9 who brought along their sweet and happy infant who loved riding the waves. Captain Fly and Noah were extremely kind, accommodating, and fun. They told us about the island in various places and it was so interesting. We loved everything about this unforgettable excursion. Book it if you want to have fun. Helpful tips and info: we booked this on WeAutor prior to a sailing with Icon of the Seas. You take a left out of the cruising village gate and follow the main road sidewalk until you find the description from your booking. After the tour, you can get back to the cruise port via boat ferry or walking back. A lady or person will take your lunch order and collect the $10/person for fees prior to getting on the boat. Also bring cash for souvenirs if you choose at one of the stops. Lunch tip/lunch drink, ferry boat ride back to port, unless you walk back, which we did, and good tips for your hosts because these guys deserve it. Big tip: if you have children that will snorkel, bring their own snorkel gear. They did not have child sizes. I left mine on the ship for my daughter and wish I hadn't, but we made do. And wear the fins, especially if at Tintamarre Island, BC. The boat is a good distance from the shore and you'll spend the entire stop swimming there and back without fins. Lastly, do not trust a waterproof cell phone case. Only bring a GoPro or make sure to test the case very well before you're out in the ocean. I upgraded to a larger waterproof phone cover from Amazon and it failed twice. Yes, it was closed correctly. My phone did not turn on for the remainder of our cruise. Still worth it, but don't be like me. Smile again. Definitely book this tour. We are a family of 4 and did this excursion while in St Maarten on a cruise. It was almost half the price of similar cruises being offered by the cruise line and just as good, if not better, of an experience. We had a modern, clean speedboat and our Captain Jad and First Officer Sean were amazing. They were knowledgeable about the island, offering an interesting and entertaining tour on the way out, and then kept the drinks flowing for the adults and kids, even pulling out some surprise snacks when kids started getting a little grumpy. There were about 20 people on the tour, but plenty of space on the boat, so it never felt crowded. They had quality snorkel gear for everyone, including the kids, as well as fins and pool noodles. We got to check our 4 unique beaches, ranging from a great classic snorkeling spot to a spot where we snorkeled alongside turtles and even saw a stingray, to a fun island with a beach bar, to more of a local beach with crystal clear water where we had a delicious locally prepared lunch. We ended the day sitting offshore by Maho Beach to see the planes land. Jad was constantly checking the air traffic to ensure we saw some action. I would absolutely recommend this excursion for anyone in St Maarten and would not hesitate to do it again when we return. For cruise passengers, it's an easy 12 to 15 minute walk from the second you exit the ship to the pavilion at the marina. You can also take a water taxi from the cruise village to the marina, but I'm not sure what that costs. The crew was always aware of our boarding times and allowed us to maximize our time on the excursion, but not feel rushed getting back to the ship.